Berlin Wall comes down, he knows he's made some impact. Now with climate change, a school strike, actually not a bad idea until schools have the guts and the wisdom to teach the kids what needs to go on. It's not going to happen, you know. And there's all sorts of things that can go on. But as those kids said in the show, you know, the world does revolve around children. If children don't beg their mums and dads to take them to Disneyland, to take them to the store, a lot of businesses are going to collapse. And if kids feel strongly enough about stuff, you know, they could really cause a lot of problems not turning up at school. And that's a bit of a no-brainer, you know, because I think they're just not teaching them the lessons they need to know this musical is. So yes, it's radical. Peace Child was always radical, you know. And it wasn't about banning the bomb, and it wasn't actually about stopping learning. It was just about stopping learning what Paul Simon called all the crap you learn in high school, you know? You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're giving away your age, Cerise. Oh, you like old singers?
Yeah,
like
I love Paul Simon.
Yeah. You remember which song it was?
No, I actually don't. But I know.
Kodachrome? Kodachrome?
Yeah, right. Yeah, that one.
That's pretty important, actually, because I think that a lot of the stuff that you learn in high school, I mean, my high school in my local town, they still teach Latin, you know?
Oh, really?
So you're learning a dead language and you're not learning about the challenge that is coming, you know, down the tracks like a freight train and it's going to blow everything sideways. That's crazy. And, you know, that's what this show is about. Because the earlier Peace Child show was all about the threat of nuclear war, the threat of nuclear annihilation.
Which was when?
We did the first performance in 1981.
Okay.
And the first performance in the US was 1982. And then the study guide was published in 1983. And by 1985 and 86, we'd done getting on for 1,000 shows across the US.
Wow.
And by the time we left in 1989, there were over 5,000 performances worldwide, and including, you know, several hundred across the Soviet Union. So it really brought Soviet and American kids together. And there was the Toronto Volgograd group, which you should mention, because the girl that did the capoeira drumming, Ann Cummings, her family basically drove the Toronto Volgograd Peace Child team, and they had 2 or 3 amazing exchanges with young people from Volgograd coming to Toronto and young people. And I mean, there was an amazing thing that happened on that tour. One of the Toronto kids got appendicitis while she was in Volgograd, and her dad was a doctor. Now, appendicitis, if you don't catch it really early, is life-threatening, you know. So they said, medevac her out, you know, get her on a private jet straight away back to England or somewhere, you know. And the leader of the Russians said, well, just talk to our hospital doctors. He speaks very good English, the surgeon who'll do the surgery. She needs the surgery now. 4 hours later, by the time she gets to England, she could be dead. We want to do the surgery here. They put her father on the phone to the surgeon in Volgograd. They spoke for 2 minutes, and they understood they were speaking the same language. You know, he was a surgeon in Toronto, the surgeon in Volgograd. The body is the same all over the world. And he did the surgery. She was fine. She carried on with the rest of the tour, came home, you know, and was very happy. And her father later came to Volgograd with the Toronto and met the surgeon. And, you know, that's a relationship which will be in each other's hearts for a long time.